12th of July 2023. It's just past midnight and it's cold here in the Lowveld. Definitely not like it's on the Highveld, but 7 degrees is cold for the Lowveld. Any case, the world we're living in is changing. For me, my generation, changes is sometimes, I think, overwhelming and disturbing. And I think a lot of people are trying to get their balance. But it is so difficult with all the lying that is going on, and the waves of false information and the waves of propaganda is extremely disturbing. And before I'm starting with this news, let's just for a moment sit back and enjoy this little slideshow. Kelmic foxes, and the photographer is D. Arkhipov. Enjoy. Now, after that little burst of sanity, let's get to the insanity. In other world news, the Netherlands has officially completely run out of pretty women, as this confused young man won the title Miss Netherlands. Now, those that know me, you know I'm going to say, what the fuck is that? It is insane. I'm sitting on a lot of information with which I can do a decent what the fuck moment around this gender thing, because it's just getting more absurd as the days goes by. But I'm reluctant to do it for obvious reasons. And then we get to this more insanity, but this time great insanity, and it is from the US. A Ukrainian flag and support for Biden are considered a sign of being retarded in the US. A policeman, after issuing a ticket for parking in a handicapped spot, noticed a Ukrainian flag and a banner in support of Biden for the 2024 presidential election on the owner's car. Without a moment's hesitation, the policeman decided to refer the American for a mental exam. And this is the policeman. Unfortunately, you cannot park illegally in handicapped spaces. It's a huge inconvenience for those in the community who actually have a disability, some of which are veterans of our country's military. I'm going to help you to avoid paying a really expensive fine today. I'm giving you this fix-it ticket. To fix what? Is that a Ukrainian flag hanging from your rear view that says Biden 2024 on it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so you are retarded. This gives you 2 weeks to consult with your care provider to get some sort of certification or a diagnosis to prove so. Very appropriate, that I would say. And then we get to this, and this is serious. The Americans should really take notice. The next stage of testing of the secret nuclear-powered Poseidon torpedo has been completed in Russia. In particular, this torpedo's nuclear engine underwent a full range of bench tests. The new torpedo has a length of around 20 meters and its nuclear engine is capable of providing a speed of about 100 knots, which is 185 kilometers per hour. Added to this is the high-strength hull, which allows the torpedo to dive to depths of more than 1,000 meters. At the same time, the nuclear reactor allows the torpedo to easily circle the planet. The military plans to start sea trials of Poseidon as early as this summer. Where the tests will be conducted, the information is kept secret. Declared targets of these torpedoes should be the coastal objects of the enemy. First of all, its naval bases and ports. The main striking factor in this case is a giant tsunami formed as a result of an explosion in the continental shelf zone. Today, there is no protection from this destructive natural phenomenon. And I have spoken about this previously, this torpedo. This thing creates a tsunami that is 500 meters high. Let that sink in. 500 meters high, and it is radioactive. In the video that I saw about it, this thing, if one is sent to England, it will wash right over England, and there will be nothing left after that. But the crazy warmongers keep on pushing war all the time. And here is some sobering information, and I don't have a clip for it, and that is that, but I'm sure any one of you that are alert have seen it. Biden has admitted that the Americans has run out of ammunition to give to Ukraine. Now think carefully. The Ukraine war is an artillery war, and the US is out of ammunition. So, by implication, the war is lost for them. But then they make this stupid statement. They're sending cluster ammunitions in the meantime. I cannot understand the logics. Sanity has left the room. And then I want to end this off with a little bit good news. On the 10th of July, I was faced with this when I checked my TikTok profile. Community guidelines violation. Now that was a TikTok short version of one of my videos in which I was talking about the white monopoly capital. So I appealed that decision, and what do you know? On the 11th of July, just past 1600, I check, and the video has been reinstated. Look at that views, almost 57,000 views. But that is my life. That is my life. And that is what I want to deal with, that I have to deal with. And I want to say thank you to all the supporters that are supporting the channel and the financial supporters. I really appreciate that. I do understand times are tough for all of us, and every cent counts. And then there is someone that has needled me about why am I not talking about the Ukraine war so much. The fact of the matter is that I'm busy with, and as you've seen, I've done a lot of Skidmarks around the chaos in South Africa. And then I do these Let's Talk videos where I talk about a specific topic, which I feel can bring more value to our South African landscape. than to talk about a war that is, I don't know how to put it so that some people don't develop hernias, or worse, hemorrhoids. But the fact is that the Russians are grinding that Ukrainian military into bits. The well-touted, promised counter-offensive is now over a month. They haven't crossed the first line of defense anywhere in the Donbass. And they've taken massive losses in men and in material. So if I say the first line of defense, that's that famous Surovikin line, you must understand that thing is about 6 lines deep. They're still battling with the minefields. So they haven't even confronted Russian troops anywhere. So all I can say is I'm keeping an eye on it. And if there's dramatic changes, I will report on that. But at this moment, it's a simple case of the Russians are sitting in their defensive positions and the Ukrainians are throwing body and material at the meat grinder. And that is all I'm going to say about that war now. Please give me a like and a subscribe and share the thing. It is really important to share, because I get messages from people that say they can't find me on Twitter when they search for me on Twitter. I see on Facebook that the videos, and although I've got a large following on Facebook, the videos will be announced on Facebook and then I don't even get one single thumbs up. Not one. That doesn't make sense. The only logical explanation is they're not showing my stuff. And on YouTube, it is varying. It seems to me like at stages, certain things are appearing on people's suggested lists and things like that. But all in all, sharing it, and you guys sharing it, can in a way overcome that barrier. Have a great day.